So here we are, late Thursday night. I played again on my own. I'm up to level 10 now, Division 2. What do I think after at least 8 to 9 hours of gameplay? I checked. I got 9 so far, thus far on Division 2. What do I think after all that? DLC shotgun that I got with kind of nerf the feeling of the challenge. After I got to level 5, that DLC, it's called Lullaby. After I got to level 5, that DLC gun didn't work anymore and I was getting shot at. And then I figured out that the game is quite more challenging than the first one. And that, thank you Ubisoft, I thought it was way more tougher. If you're trying to do like you do in Division 1, you want to walk in a section that's level 15 or 12, you're going to get owned. There's so much to do, way more than the other game. The story mode, as you go further in, it gets better and better, and I really love it. I can't talk about the Dark Zone. Again, I'm kind of rushing on this review because people are still asking me. Today's the release day on Friday, but we're still Thursday, 30 minutes before the release. I want to talk about it, secure my fans and subscribers, and give my final thoughts. This is the rent or buy. As I was saying, there's plenty much to do in the map. Enough to upgrade your level and go further on. Just, you're kind of not forced, but you want to do all the side missions and everything that's on the map around you. And the more you do, the better you get stronger, and it's easier to do the missions. If you just go next, like I did with the first one, I just went for all the next story mission. It was easy like a snap to do the story. I can't talk about the Dark Zone. I didn't get to it. I'm sorry. But I'm sure it's epic. And the survival mode also. I think there's one. I hope so. Just like in the first one. Anyways. So doing side missions and all these capture points. There's capture points all across the maps. Wait. There's propaganda microphones you have to reprogram to stop the propaganda of the new evil gang, the hyenas, that are controlling Washington, which is actually very well made, and there's a lot of loot and a lot of buildings to explore and a lot of places to go through. Side missions are actually really appealing and they feel almost like a main mission. Story missions are epic. Story is epic also. As I was saying, capturing, there's parts of the maps, there's a big gang of hyenas, evil guys, like capturing points. You can actually capture points, reprogramming those propaganda radio of the hyenas, like the bad guys, and you have to do it in a, it gets tougher and tougher. I actually like it. There's wave and waves of bad guys coming after you. The capture points is just a gang of guys. Don't go running and gunning. You gotta duck and shoot. No choice. Just like in the first one. And this one, the AI I thought was really, really tough and actually very good. Once I got rid of that DLC shotgun, I saw the challenge. Then I liked it. There's some guys with grenade launchers. They one-shot you like across the level where you are, and they hit you like one shot every time. You gotta run away, man. The AI really shoots, throws out a grenade, they drop it right in front of you. So you gotta run. The other thing that really surprised me, it's a small touch, but the bad guys most of them, some of them have RCXDs, like radio-controlled bomb with a, radio control car tries up to you and you're ducked and you gotta shoot it before it gets to you. I thought it was a nice little thing. The upgrade tree is really awesome. The power-ups, may I suggest, forget about the turret, because I learned the hard way that people can reprogram the turret against you. Go and try the perk of the hive and the drone perk. I thought it was brand new ones that are really exquisite and very powerful when you're playing on your own and you want to be a one-man army. That's mostly what I'm doing. So discovering more into all the new stuff made me love the game even more. And yes, it is a step from the first one. Just the story mode on its own is good. Once I get to the DZ, I'm going to have a blast for sure, but people are going to be so overpowered. I'm not going to go rogue the first time I walk in. I got to get some friends. And it's a game also to play with friends, but on your own, it's quite exquisite also. I had a blast. I'm streaming this week. And might I add, people have been complaining in the first one, the sponge bullet bosses or whatever, tougher enemies. But there's one little thing I really like, is when you're shooting at enemies, and you keep shooting at one guy, and you know he's shielded. And in the first one, you can sponge bullet all you want, waste all your ammos. And another good thing about this, and when you're doing levels, there's ammo crates everywhere, like every stages. You never run out of ammos. It's quasi impossible to run out of ammos. And I think, and the diversity of weapons, make sure you switch and grab new guns all the time. There's better and better guns all the time. As I was saying, you're shooting the enemy over armor and everything, but you keep aiming at his head or shoulder, whatever, and you can actually bust the armor. And then you see the whatever level the guy's on. If you bust his armor, you see it actually breaks, and you have a heart that breaks over his head. Then you bust the armor, and you can kill him one shot. There's no more sponge bullet enemies. There's actually realistic, because you keep shooting at that helmet or whatever part of armor you want. They bust. And you do the damage you want, and you don't waste all your ammo on just one guy. So, all these little tiny features. Of course, at first, the 2 hours, when I first played, I kind of got frustrated. It was easy. It felt like a patch DLC, but the more I play with it, the more I love it. And the more I don't want to put it down. So, I'll be streaming more of this. I'll try tomorrow, Friday, and try to get some friends to play with me. But it's got to be must own, must buy. It's a step forward from the first one. So, review, not the review, but the thoughts I gave. It was only 2 hours in. A lot of people were asking. And I just enjoy it this much. Honestly, really awesome job, Ubisoft. I love it. Don't worry, nobody paid me to say this. Actually, the more you play, the more you enjoy it. 2 hours in, you're gonna be okay, but later on when you unlock the upgrade tree and all the new weapons, and you see the new gameplay and how good it is and so much to do in the maps, make sure you do all the side missions and everything, because man, you gotta get on those main missions, story missions, if you're playing on your own like I do. So that's it, sum up. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Love you guys, and have a great Friday. I think it's Friday already. So have a good one.